Hi there, I'm Batman, and I'm here to talk about all of those lesser Batmans. I don't know how to correctly say it, but all I need you to know is that I'm the best one out of them all. And since we've firmly established that truth, let's talk about all of those other guys. I pose the simple question today. Out of all the other Batmen, which one would beat up all of those other guys? That's right, I'm not talking about who played Batman the best. I'm not talking about which actor or voice actor best portrays Batman or Bruce Wayne. I'm simply talking about some good old-fashioned fisticuffs. Something we Batmen are extremely familiar with. But who is the best Bat Brawler? Which Batman holds the crown as the most fearsome fighter? Which caped crusader has the most tactful technique of them all? Let's get it started right here, right now, to find out who it is. We're going to look at 8 different Batmen throughout the history of film, TV, and video games, and look at their fighting technique and analyze the way they put the beat down on all the bad guys, and decide which one is the best of them all. So without further ado, let's begin with number 8. In at our last spot, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Adam West. It feels wrong putting Adam West in the last place spot, but unfortunately, the 1960s fight choreography is just not gonna cut it. Awk and oof are exactly the terms that I would use for those fighting styles. Of course, here we have the so bad it's good vibe, and there's no doubt that these fight scenes are funny and very entertaining. They just aren't necessarily good. And up against the other justice jockeys on this list, Adam West just isn't going to survive. No disrespect to the legend, though. As far as I know, no other Batman has ever punched a shark in the face.
Holy sardine!
Hand me down the shark repellent bat spray.
Surely, if this list was renamed the most entertaining Batman, Adam West might be on the number 1 spot. But here, when it comes to fighting, I'm sorry, Mr. West, but you're in last place.
You saw it yourself, Robin. The slightest impact was sufficient to instantly reduce them to antimatter.
Bat Butt. In at 7th place, we have Batman. Clooney Bats has a lot of things going for him. He's got a sweet car, he's got sidekicks, he's got bat nipples. But his fighting prowess is a little clunky. It's obviously a little better and seemingly more efficient than 1960s Batman, but his punches and kicks are just so slow. And if he ever has to fight anyone that's not as lumbering as old Arnie in that massive freeze suit, he's probably gonna get his clock cleaned. But hey, Clooney Bats is still the only bat to do a whole fight scene on ice skates, so he's got that too.
Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman. You get the ice, I'll get the ice man.
Always bet on black.
Batman!
While I say that Lego Batman is surely the funniest Batman on this entire list, we're not talking about comedy here. We're talking about who can bring the beat down. And Lego Batman certainly has some cool moves up his plastic sleeves. I just think he's ultimately a little too fragile to go up against the rest of these brooding bats. To be honest, Lego Batman really just doesn't do enough fighting for me to rank him any higher here. He's much more inclined to use his fancy gadgets or his bombastic vehicles than he is to go toe-to-toe with the most vicious foes of Gotham. So I'm sorry, Block Boy. Best stick to the kids' movies, because you can't hang with the big boys.
He's a silent guardian, a watchful protector, a dark knight.
In 5th place, we have The Dark Knight. Yes, Bale Batman in 5th place. I know, okay, the Dark Knight trilogy is regarded by most as the best Batman movies of all time, especially the second entry in the trilogy. But Bale Bat's combat is not the reason people love these movies. In fact, the fight scenes might be the weakest part of these movies. His movements are slow and bulky. His punches don't seem to hit as hard as they should, and his fighting is just mostly uninspired, and worst of all, boring. The greatest detective in the world is also supposed to be the greatest hand-to-hand fighter in the world. But in these movies, I'm pretty sure my 3-year-old Bat Boy could beat up Bale Bat.
Oh, yes! You got her! Give me a... yes!
Batman, let's go! We're running away. The Dark Knight's fisticuffs are just not fist-enoughs. And no, I have no idea what that means. But I also have no idea why Bale Bat's fisticuffs in this movie are not better than they are. They should be. Because he's Batman. Maybe it's time for Bale Bat to go back to the League of Shadows and do a little bit more training with that Liam Neeson guy. Because his fighting's not up to snuff.
How about this?
Embarrassingly enough, 1989's Keaton Bat is more efficient at fighting, I think, than Bale Bat from 2005 through 2012. His punches are cleaner, his movements more fluid, and his hands land harder. While Keaton's fighting is still a little clunky. And I think Keaton's Batman versus Bale Bat's would be a close fight. I still think Keaton would end up with the victory.
What are you?
I'm Batman.
The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
Haha, yeah. Here we go, baby. We've got the best Bat Brawlers here now. Top 3. And this is what I'm talking about. These last 3 guys show us exactly what it should be like for Batman to punch people in the face with no holds bar. But we have to decide still who is the best of them all. Besides me, of course. In at 3rd place, we have Vampire Bat. Sorry, wrong movie. If I ever have to go up against another caped crusader for the title of greatest Batman, this is the kind of challenge that I want. Vampire Bat is physical. He's imposing. He strikes fear into his enemies. And he's got the heavy-hitting haymakers to back it all up. Just look at the way he dispatches his foes with quick vengeance and followed up by sweet justice. It really just reminds me of myself. I'm vengeance.
Put the bat down or I'll blow your head off!
With Vampire Bat's quick and calculated moves, he comes in at 3rd place. So, who's the better two? Besides me, of course.
Where is he?
I got nothing to say to you, Batman.
Talk, or I'll crush every bone in your body.
Okay. He's working out of a penthouse in Chinatown. I swear that's all I know.
If you're lying, I'll break the other one.
The other one. Ah!
In at our 2nd place spot for the best fearsome fighting freak.
To them, you're just a freak. like me.
We've got Arkham Knight Batman. Yes, seeing as how I'm doing a video for the gaming pastor, I've got to include one video game Batman. And before you cry foul at me including a video game Batman in this list, being compared to the rest of these movie and TV counterparts, I say, calm down, sissy pants. Kevin Conroy's Batman in the Arkham games is as brutal as they come. Arkham Bats can literally take on 30 people at once, and sometimes, if he's good enough, not even get touched. His ability to string together multiple combos is the stuff of nightmares. Over the course of 4 games, and yes, I am including the fantastic yet overlooked Arkham Origins, this Batman has seen and done many things that the other Batmen have never done.
This is the true power of my Lazarus Pit!
But we still have one more fighter that I believe is better than all of them. So this is it. We've reached our #1 spot. The #1 Batman, who's got the best punching prowess of them all. The wait is no more. So in at our #1 spot for the best Bat Brawler of all time that could simply kick all the other Bat butt, we've got the one and only Batfleck. This is certainly a controversial choice, simply because Batfleck is a controversial Batman. I think Ben Affleck falls into the same unfortunate category that Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man falls into. He's a great actor for the role he's playing, but he just happens to be in some crappy movies. Which is a shame, because I would really love to see Batfleck doing more kicking names and taking butt. Kicking butt and taking names. Batfleck is an absolute unit, and there really is no stopping him. If you're still a non-believer, simply watch this scene, the warehouse scene from Batman v Superman, and tell me I'm lying when I say that nobody could touch this man. The ferocity, the speed, and the brutality that he fights with is simply unmatched. He can take on multiple bad guys at once, and he even uses creativity in his takedowns. He uses the environment around him to take out everybody as swiftly and quickly as possible. And that, my friends, is why Batfleck is the best Batman brawler that has ever lived. But maybe you think I'm wrong, which is funny, because I'm never wrong. Tell me who you think is the best Batman brawler down in the comments, and tell me what order you might put them in. And finally, before I go back to beating bad guys to a pulp, I want to say something real quick. Some things in life really are worth fighting for. Just like Batman keeps going back to Gotham and fighting for it day in and day out, even though everyone knows that Gotham is a cesspool not worth fighting for. Batman loves his city, so he continues to do what's right. There are some things in life that really are worth putting that fight in for. Maybe it's a relationship that seems too difficult, but is still good. Maybe it's your dream job that seems impossible to get. Keep fighting for it. Maybe it's a people group that everyone else writes off and outcasts, but you have a passion for them. Go for them and fight for them, just like Batman does. Maybe it's a project that you're working on that you feel like will never get done. Keep going, don't give up. Or maybe it's a small YouTube channel that you feel like has no significance, but maybe, just maybe, you keep putting out good quality content. and it'll change someone's life. Whatever the thing may be for you, don't stop fighting for the good things in life. The things that really do matter. As the wise Alfred once said, endure, Master Wayne. Take it. They'll hate you for it, but that's the point of Batman. He can be the outcast. He can make the choice that no one else can make. The right choice. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and please like and subscribe to the Gaming Pastor, as it really helps out this small but quality gaming channel. Once again, I love you all, and I'll see you later. Batman out.
Where's your trigger?